Laissez les paramètres de dialogue. Vous pouvez modifier ces réglages à tout moment dans le menu options. D'ailleurs, je vais peut-être régler ça. Ok, mais je vais peut-être la régler. Ouais, c'est parti. Paramètres de dialogue. Ah, c'est est-ce qu'on... Désormais, toutes nos phrases devront se finir par un U pour coller au jeu. Effectivement, JPPJU. Vous pouvez modifier ces réglages à tout moment dans le menu. En gros, je peux choisir si c'est juste comme ça ou si c'est... Un grand détective sait que la bonne décision est souvent la plus difficile à prendre. Ça et en lecture. Audio. Le texte, toujours un petit peu au-dessus. Limite de temps de la choisitude activée. Ok. Afficher les touches de commande activées. Langue français. Costume original. Halloween. Oh, il y a un truc Halloween. C'est pas mal. Non, on va prendre original. Commande. Ok. Nouvelle partie. Déjà j'aime l'ambiance. Ok. Parce que c'est... Ah d'accord. C'est un peu creepy. Ok d'accord. J'aime ce jeu. Mais c'est trop bien. Danger, ne pas... Ouais, c'est moi qui choisis si je veux que ça soit un truc creepy ou pas. Danger, ne pas se baigner, ok. Ah mais... Mais c'est trop bien. Corbeau, tout d'un coup, ok. Mais oui, il y a tellement de tension. Danger, ne pas nager. Faites tourner. Ah. Ah oui, c'est une radio. Ah, il faut que je mette les... Ok. Faut que je mette les traits pile comme ça, j'imagine. Tu. Voilà. Il va y avoir une grosse bestiole sous... Ah non, un gros truc sous l'eau. Et là, Cthulhu. Ok. Les musiques sont trop bien. Ok. Ça me hype, c'est cool. Ok. Jenny. Et LeClue, Detectivu.
What? Who? Oh, I must have dozed off. Perhaps we need a spot of tea to wake us up. What do you say, Rufus?
Rufus.
Yes, quite right. Better get back to work. This book won't write itself. Maybe I should start somewhere easier. I'll come back to the prologue later. The sun rose over another perfect day in picturesque Arthurton.
Regarde de Huffington. D'accord, le texte n'a pas eu le temps de s'afficher.
To the casual observer, Arthurton seemed like any other small, quiet town. It was nestled in a valley between two mountains, lined by lustrous forests, and perched on the edge of a pristine lake. It had a main street with all the essentials, including a place to sip coffee. It had schools, a college, a church, and a police station. It even had a museum no one ever visited. It was the kind of place you might find anywhere on your travels. Typical, maybe even forgettable. But there was one thing in Arthurton that was unlike any other town in the whole world. Actually, it was a girl. Her name was Jenny LeClue. And she was the world's greatest detective.
Un narrateur.
Finkelstein residence. Oh, hello, Glenda. Yes, he said he might ring.
Jenny a vu avec le même narrateur? Ou alors non, ça veut dire que...
Richard?
Ouais, c'est moi.
Yes, I got it. I did, and my answer is no. I understand that, but... Well, yes, of course, but... No. Nothing is settled. I'm not going to do it. It goes against everything my books stand for. No, not yet, but... If I could just... Please, listen to what I'm saying.
Oh. Donc clairement, c'est le narrateur de l'histoire et on peut interagir sur Zoom. Inkwell Publishing. Cher Arthur, j'espère que tout va bien, mais j'ai peur d'avoir de mauvaises nouvelles, mon vieux. Je ne vais pas y aller par 4 chemins, alors je vous joins les chiffres des ventes de votre dernier livre. Exemplaires vendus en milliers, tome de la série. Ce que veulent les jeunes lecteurs aujourd'hui, c'est du mystère et du danger. Vous les perdez avec les aventures répétitives de votre Jenny toujours plus timide. La bonne nouvelle, c'est qu'il est trop tard pour que les librairies annulent leur commande du prochain livre. Alors on va vous donner une dernière chance et on verra bien si vous êtes capable de raviver la flamme de votre petite protégée. On aimerait que vous On aimerait que vous essayiez un vrai roman policier avec du meurtre, du mystère et tout team. Tuez quelques personnages et mettez-y du drame, que diable. Bref, tout ça pour vous dire que si vous ne vous retroussez pas les manches, on pourra d'ores et déjà appeler Jenny et son dernier barbu d'honneur. Je ne suis pas un assassin. Retournez. Autre bonne nouvelle, un journaliste d'un vrai journal a enfin lu ton dernier livre. Abatteur. Jenny LeClue et la disparition du sandwich à la confiture. Ok. La 38e et espérons-le, le dernier livre d'une série dont les heures de gloire sont terminées depuis longtemps. Autrefois, une collection d'histoires à mystère chère aux enfants du monde entier. Jenny LeClue a depuis plongé la tête dans la la première dans la médiocrité, je peux dire sans que c'est le pire torchon jamais écrit pour les enfants. C'est sans aucun doute la plus grande bouse conçue à ce jour dans l'optique de profiter de l'esprit d'un enfant si vous blablabla. Ok, Arthur F. Keshane même commencer à refléter la qualité et l'intérêt de ses premières œuvres. Peut-être que d'autres... peut-être qu'après tout, il ne fait que ça pour l'argent. Qui sait, tout ce que je sais, c'est que c'est une perte de temps phénoménale. Malgré tous les efforts, je n'ai pas réussi à rester éveillé assez longtemps pour terminer le premier chapitre. Le sans mystère qu'il reste... Arthuron, c'est celui de savoir comment un tel ramassis d'ordures continue à être publié. J'ai failli mourir d'ennui, ceci dit, au moins le livre est un très bon calmable. Vous serez incapable de reconnaître une bonne histoire même si elle vous tombait sur le coin du nez. Incroyable. Inspiration d'Erika, mais c'est tellement ça, c'est le scénario de l'inspiration. Enfin, pour le narrateur en tout cas, mais pas pour Jenny LeClue, parce que nous on joue Jenny LeClue, j'ai l'impression. J'imagine que tout ça peut être assez surprenant, mais il faut vivre avec son temps. Ajoute un ou deux meurtres, un soupçon de véritable tragédie, et qui sait, il te reste peut-être les dernières bonnes histoires à raconter. Je te rappelle plus tard pour en discuter. Désolé pour votre carrière, au les gars, hein. Richard Encrier, d'accord. PS, un petit squash la semaine prochaine, au moins vous aurez bientôt votre temps pour... vous aurez bientôt tout votre temps pour travailler votre revers. Merci GPPJ, à plus. Dans une vie antérieure, j'étais un chat. Lettre Finkelfan Brouillon. Eh bien, c'est encore moi, Arthur K. Finkelstein, et nous revoilà au 38e livre de la série Jenny LeClue, son aventure la plus gaie de toutes. Merci à vous tous, vous les fans de Jenny LeClue, votre soutien a été incroyable. Pour répondre à vos questions, malgré les rumeurs que j'ai pu entendre, les livres de Jenny ne vont évidemment pas s'arrêter là. Pas tant que mon stylo aura encore de l'encre et ma machine à écrire un ruban. Oui, la formule restera la même, je refuse de changer. Atchirton sera toujours un endroit où règne la paix et le bonheur. Oh, comme c'est là, c'est un jeu qui a été financé. Et il y a le nom de chaque personne qu'on finance. Voilà. Chapitre 1. Le soleil se leva sur une autre journée.
You don't understand what you're asking for. You want me to turn Jenny's world upside down? Kill off my characters and destroy everything I've built over the last 30 years? Fine. I'll give you what you want. But I warn you, I'm a stream of consciousness writer, and you have unleashed my fury. Good day, sir. Boring? Predictable? Pah! Well, if it's murder they want, it's murder they'll get. It should have been another perfect day in Arthurton. But today was different. And nothing would ever be the same again. To begin with, Jenny LeClue was dead. Her skin was pale, her eyes glassy and frozen. What cruel fate had befallen our beloved detective?
No, no, no! Never move the victim!
Mrs. LeClue, she's doing it again.
Jenny LeClue, you are a dead body. Dead bodies don't talk.
Bonne maman. Horrible cuisinière, bonne maman, ok.
But he's doing it wrong! As wonderful as it would be if all cadavers were so talkative, we must deduce the cause of death without their help. With only the evidence laid before us, we build a picture from the fragments left behind. We collect clues, interpret the data, and solve our puzzle one piece at a time, until it feels as if the victim is speaking to us. But Jenny is right, Jonathan. You mustn't disturb the crime scene. Vital evidence could be lost.
Sorry, Mrs. LeClue.
Okay, you've all had a chance to study the body? Who can postulate how she met her demise?
Ooh, me! I think it was an accident.
Yeah, she obviously wasn't looking where she was going.
So she slipped on the wet floor.
And cracked her head open. Like an egg.
And then she bled to death.
Really? How can you tell?
Well, there's a giant pool of blood around her head.
Yeah, I know. I was being sarcastic.
Oh.
Actually, you're both wrong.
What?
It was cold-blooded murder.
Murder?
Don't be ridiculous.
Where's the murder weapon?
There's no evidence anyone else was even here.
Oh yes, there is. It was murder, and I can prove it.
Jenny had read all the books. She'd absorbed all her mother's teachings. But there was nothing quite like getting your hands dirty.
How many people get the chance to solve their own murder?
The first step in any good deduction was collecting evidence. Seemingly insignificant details could provide a vital piece of the puzzle.
First, I'll search the crime scene for clues.
Then she'd analyze the data. And finally,
Deduce the real cause of death. There's no doubt the victim lost a lot of blood. The victim has a green smudge on her lips. It's not lipstick.
without her trusty bifocals, Jenny couldn't see the nose in front of her face. They were her window to the world and the lens through which she focused her keen detective vision. It wasn't Jenny's style to wear accessories, but this hair clip was the exception. Its function as a lockpick had saved Jenny from a long night trapped in her school locker. She'd worn it ever since.
What a waste of perfectly good coffee.
Jenny's love for coffee was almost as strong as her passion for crime solving.
Chalky green residue on the rim. Smells like burnt matches.
Jenny's blue sweater was scruffy and quite uncomfortable.
C'est drôle qu'elle ait un pull bleu.
But her grandmother had knitted it, and so it was her favorite.
C'est comme moi, c'est trop
The
bien.
more it watched it, the closer she felt to her.
On a la même grand-mère.
Approximately 8 sizes too big. And covered in mud. The floor is wet and slippery, but also immaculately clean. I've seen enough. Time to wrap this case up.
T'es empoisonné.
Jenny was a meticulous record keeper, noting every relevant clue in her trusty journal. A great detective knew that solving a mystery was simply a matter of connecting the dots.
I'm certain this wasn't a mere accident. Now I just need to prove it. How do I know the victim didn't slip?
Comment est-ce que je sais que la victime n'a pas glissé? Comment est-ce que je sais que la victime n'a pas glissé? Les bottes. Là. Le seul milieu des bottes. Non, quand t'as des bottes avec le seul milieu.
The victim's boots are filthy.
Ah!
They should have left big muddy footprints on the floor. So where are they? Either someone washed away her footprints, or she was carried here.
Mais c'est trop bien comme système de jeu.
Okay, that proves she didn't slip. So how did she actually die? What was the real cause of death?
Quelle était la vraie cause de la mort? Tasse de café. La bouche. Café mortel mais délicieux. Odeur d'allumettes brûlées.
There's a green residue in the bottom of the victim's coffee cup. It smells of burnt matches. Phosphorus. Also found in common garden fertilizer. The same green mark is on the victim's lips. Her coffee was spiked with fertilizer. Someone clearly wanted her dead. Ah, the case of the dead lab assistant. Gone before her time. Was it poison? Yes. A blow to the head? Yes. An accident? Certainly not. No footprints in an unshattered mug? She was killed somewhere else and carried here. This is the story of a scorned ex-lover.
Jenny,
D'accord. Fais confiance à ses instincts. Affaires personnelles. Se révèle sa main trop tôt. Jamais. Laisse son café sans surveillance au grand jamais. Fait des propositions.
The gardener enacting his revenge.
Jenny,
A deadly brew of fertilizer and caffeine coursing through the veins.
that's quite enough, thank you.
What happens to the gardener?
Is this gonna be on the test?
Remember, class, even the smartest criminals make mistakes. This is how we catch a killer.
But what's the point of all this?
Yeah, there hasn't been a murder in Arthurton in years.
Every town has a dark side, even Arthurton. By doubting, we are led to question. And by questioning, we arrive at the truth. Okay, that's all for today. Don't forget, next class is our field trip to the morgue. So have a light lunch.
C'est trop bien comme jeu.
The students need to think for themselves, Jenny. That's why they're here at Gumboldt. To learn.
I just figured we all had places to go. Speaking of which,
And where are you off to, young lady?
I'm a dead body mom, remember?
Ah oui, c'est
Dead
vrai.
bodies don't tell. See ya.
Wait, before you go, I have something for you.
Cool. What is it?
If I told you, that would spoil the fun, wouldn't it?
The LeClues didn't simply hand each other presents.
Les LeClue ne s'offraient jamais des cadeaux en main
They
propre.
hid them.
Ils les cachaient.
It was a family tradition, and Jenny had developed a sixth sense for finding them. With her trusty magnifying glass at her side, nothing eluded her.
Ah, est-ce que ça serait pas ça? Avec le petit nœud.
A new journal.
Quoi?
To Jenny, there was nothing better than the aroma of a fresh leather notebook.
Ouais, c'était des bottes.
It smelled like mystery. Without missing a beat, she did what any detective worth their salt would do. She decorated it.
D'accord. Oh, je peux décorer mon... Ah, mais c'est trop bien. Bon, c'est très gadget, mais... Ah, I love nerds. Oui, oui. Changer d'autocollant. Il y a quoi comme autocollant? Ah, des petits cœurs et tout ça. Oh, putain, mais j'aime ce jeu. Ça fait à peine 30 minutes que j'y joue, mais je l'aime déjà. Ok. Ajouter. Ah merde. Oui, c'est parce que...
A new journal meant new adventures. She imagined all the thrilling cases that would soon fill its pages. And on the first page, her mother had written an inscription.
A great detective never gives up. Love, Mom.
Grand détective n'abandonne jamais. Ah, je peux décorer. Ajouter X. Ah non, d'accord. Find a map. Rêveuse, logique et... PDG. Dévouée, résolue, directe, une meneuse de génie qui inspire. Ah, en fait, je passe de... ok. Ah, il y a tellement de choix à faire. Il y en a 18, ok. Enfin, il y a 4 fois 17, 40, 4 fois 7, 28, 68, 69, 70. Il y a 70 choix à faire, ok. Et des cartes postales.
I love it. Thanks, Mom.
Jenny, I wanted to talk about, to say,
Somewhere in the back of Jenny's highly caffeinated brain, an alarm bell was ringing. Her mum was hesitating. What could be causing her to act so out of character?
Crossed arms. Furrowed brow.
Jenny saw it coming from a mile away. Her mother was about to get...
Emotional.
I've really gotta go. No, Jenny, wait. I need your help.
What? Really?
Jenny couldn't believe her ears. It was extremely unusual for her mother to ask. It must be something very important. Tracing the steps of a deranged killer? A cold case that only someone with Jenny's expertise could solve?
I've misplaced the students' essays on decapitation.
Ta
See if you
décapitation.
can find them for me before you leave. I have to run.
Wow, the case of the misplaced papers. Are you sure you want to trust me with such a complex task?
I have no doubt you'll be able to find them. They're around here somewhere.
Jenny was unsure if her mother was unable to detect sarcasm or just really good at ignoring it.
Okay, Mom. I'll find them before I leave. On one condition.
Yes?
You have to let me help grade them.
One of Jenny's favorite pastimes was grading papers. Nothing pleased her more than giving a big shiny F to an overconfident student.
Don't push your luck.
Please.
Okay.
Yes.
Find the papers and go straight home.
But I'm meeting Keith tonight.
No buts, remember?
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm still feeling the effects of being poisoned for your class.
Well then, I have the perfect antidote. You're staying with your cousin this weekend, and you still need to pack.
This again? Look, I've considered your offer, Mom, and I'm going to have to decline. I'm old enough to take care of myself.
I'll be back late tonight. There's meatloaf in the fridge.
Late again? What are you up to?
Jenny LeClue, it's been a difficult week. Could you please just do what you're told for once and stop asking questions?
Fine.
And try to stay out of trouble.
When do I ever get into trouble? All right, let's find these papers and get out of here.
One of Jenny's earliest memories was making raspberry jam with her mum.
It's the perfect substitute for blood in class demonstrations. And better tasting than the pig's blood the textbook recommends. Looking rather trim today, Ethan. New diet? What's the matter? Lost your funny bone?
Becoming a great detective took more than book smarts. You needed real-life experience, and Jenny was always on the lookout for a chance to get her hands dirty.
Un grand détective fait confiance à ses instincts, réfléchit comme un tueur, puis l'épreuve, rend ses devoirs à temps en dissertation sur la décapitation et demande au moment à rendre la semaine prochaine. C'est qu'en demander de l'aide. Un grand détective ne fait jamais des suppositions, n'en fait jamais une affaire personnelle, ne révèle jamais sa main trop tôt, ne laisse jamais son café sans surveillance, jamais, au grand jamais.
Please do not touch. Someone must be running an experiment. Gross. Pretty soon it's gonna sprout legs.
courir, ok. Par contre, j'aimerais bien sortir. Ah, je peux chercher. Quelles sont les copies? Ah ben ça. Non, ça marche pas? Les copies, elles sont là, je les vois. Je peux plus aller là. Agir, courir, suivant, pause, précédent, avancer, faire tourner. Ah mais ça me note en plus sur ma façon de faire, rusé comme un renard. Ok d'accord, c'est drôle. Mais par contre ça me fait chier là. Attends. Ça là. Là les feuilles, je peux pas faire mieux que ça. C'est quoi le bouton? Il y a un bouton à faire, il y a... De l'aide, je vais demander de l'aide. Ah, bah voilà. Ok, il fallait descendre. Bah voilà, ok. Putain.
one of the students' term papers. You can tell by the terrible handwriting and erroneous conclusions. Mom must have put them behind the chalkboard.
Putain, mais je les voyais depuis tout à l'heure.
Found you. Time to get out of here.
Jenny looked around the room one last time. Was she ready to leave? Okay, so she wasn't really dead. That would be silly. No, Jenny was alive and well and ready for another perfect day in Arthurton.
What the? What a mess. I should investigate.
Jenny had an instinct for sorting treasure from trash. To the untrained eye, this was just a discarded piece of an old postcard. But to Jenny, it was a mystery waiting to be solved.
I should keep my eyes open for any other pieces.
Une intrigante carte postale. Oui, bien sûr. Des bouts de papier.
The notice board was awash with flyers, personal ads, and the occasional piece of gum.
I'm amazed anyone can find anything on here.
Fortunately, Jenny had a useful trick to use in a situation like this.
Mom always says, a great detective eliminates the noise. Focus on the details, and you'll find clarity in the chaos.
Alors, on va enlever le superflu. Temps mystique avec Gloria. Rencontre mensuelle de la Société d'Astronomie. Venez la vendre. Projet de fête ce mardi. Chat perdu s'appelle Trevor.
I wonder if anyone else reads this junk. Hold on. What's this? Oh no.
Oh non, un couvre-feu.
A few hours. Again.
Encore. Oh ouais, putain, ils sont chiants avec le couvre-feu. Je te le fais pas dire, Jenny.
9 p.m. to sunrise? That's ridiculous.
Nous excusons pour toute la gêne.
But necessary. Power outages had become a regular occurrence in town. It was dangerous to be wandering around after dark.
It won't be long before we need a permit to go out at all.
Faudrait des attestations, ouais. Zoom. Nous excusons pour... Oh, un nouveau stickers. Ah, putain. Nous excusons pour toute la gêne occasionnée pendant les travaux d'amélioration du réseau électrique. Pendant cette période, de petites coupures d'électricité peuvent se produire. L'APL. APL. Au feu à une municipale, ok. C'est le jardinier, ça.
You!
Oh, hi there!
What are you doing back there?
Well, I was pruning. But then I discovered this cerulean bugberry bush.
Discovered? These bushes are all over Arthurton.
Actually, this is an incredibly rare bloom.
There's nothing rare about Arthurton.
I beg to differ. Arthurton has many beautiful and exotic plants.
Really? Like what?
Mushrooms with eyes that glow in the dark. berries that emit a bioluminescent mist, and flowers with nectar as sticky as superglue.
Where? I've never seen any of those things.
Well, believe me, they do exist. I've had the pleasure of seeing them up close. That's one of the privileges of working for Dean Stroudsbury in his greenhouse. Anyway, I should get back to work. I want everything to be perfect for the Dean's retirement celebration.
Signs and decorations adorned the entire campus.
A party to celebrate the Dean's impending retirement.
Ta tête. Non, toujours pas, de l'autre côté.
Left. Left. I said left, damn it! What part of left are you having trouble with?
My left or your left?
My left. Obviously, I mean my left. Why would I mean your left?
So you want me to move it the other way?
Yes. Nothing would make me happier.
Rebelle verte.
If you're not careful, we're gonna have bronze brains all over the floor.
Je viens de démarrer un jeu, il est trop bien.
Busy. I should probably lead them to it.
J'enquête sur quoi déjà? Couvre-feu à 21h. L'affaire des copies. L'affaire des copies égarées.
Hello, Mr. Stroudsbury. How are you today?
Les Stroudsbury, doyen doré de Gumball. L'oncle de substitution de tout le monde. Comme le Père Noël.
Seen shaking hands and kissing babies around town.
He's also Mom's boss.
But more than that, he was her loyal friend.
Alors le petit vieux avec la pipe, c'est le narrateur. En fait, on est un personnage d'un livre qui est en train d'être écrit. Et ça, c'est le narrateur qui écrit son livre, et en gros, son éditeur a dit ouais, il a intérêt d'être bien ce dernier livre, autrement on t'édite plus du tout.
What do you think, Jenny?
The dean had dedicated his life to Gumboldt, and the townspeople had spared no expense in their tribute to him.
Quite a striking resemblance, Mr. Stroudsbury.
It's a scary thing, Jenny. Retirement.
Great excuse for a party, though. What will you do when you're no longer the dean?
I've been trying not to think about it.
This place won't be the same without you.
Things change, Jenny. Time marches on, and we must do our best to adapt. It's going to be difficult, but I'm sure we will get through it.
What do you mean, we?
Do you think they made my belly too big?
Non, ça va.
It's probably just a perspective, Mr. Stroudsbury.
You are a clever one, Jenny LeClue. Speaking of which, have you been practicing your detective skills?
Have I? Of course, always.
Well then, I have a challenge for you. I bet you can't guess what I ate for breakfast.
At last, a real challenge for Jenny. A fiendishly difficult puzzle that would take all her wits to solve.
Allez.
Well, okay. Anything for you, Mr. Stroudsbury.
Oh, how wonderful.
But first, I need to ask you a few questions.
Le doyen Stroudsbury. Alors, on va chercher des preuves. Est-ce qu'il a des preuves sur lui? Déjà, on peut voir qu'il y a un petit peu de de farine ou un truc comme ça sur sa cravate. De la poudre. Pellicule, pas de cheveux. Du sucre.
It can't be dandruff. He has no hair. I have a hunch it's powdered sugar.
Et cuillère sur lui. Cuillère en guise de stylo, tête en l'air, stressé.
Looks like he accidentally put a spoon in his pocket instead of his pen. It's got a coffee stain on it.
Or massif, vieux, un ancêtre au moins 100 ans. Souvenir de famille. Presque 1 heure de retard.
His watch is slow. That's unlike the Dean. He's usually very punctual. Your watch is 45 minutes slow.
Is it? Oh my. That explains why there was no cheesecake left in the cafeteria.
Je crois que vous avez mangé un cheesecake. Non, alors...
Not screwed on today.
Ah non, puis il y en avait plus, je suis con.
Thank goodness you noticed, or I'd be late for my meeting with your mother.
Quoi?
Oh, really? She didn't mention anything to me.
Oh, well, of course she wouldn't. It's nothing important.
Why are you meeting then?
It's just, she's helping me finalize my plans for,
Your party?
Yes, that's it. My retirement party. Thank you.
Are you okay, Mr. Strasberry?
Of course. Now let me just fix my watch before I forget. Now, where were we?
Logo de Gumball, bague scolaire, peut-être un club ou une fraternité.
Ipsa potestas est. Looks like Latin. Your ring sure looks old.
It was made for my grandfather. He passed it down to my father, who passed it down to me. And when the time comes, I'll pass it on to my son.
The Strasberry family had been champions of education for generations.
What does the inscription mean?
Knowledge itself is power. The inquisitive spirit is a mighty thing, Jenny. And nothing is as important as the truth.
Bouton là. Une tache. Du sang? Non, c'est salé. Sucré, des graines, texture, odeur, fruits. C'est de la confiture.
The Dean didn't button his shirt properly. It looks like a bloodstain, but the seeds indicate otherwise.
Logo de Gumball. Match de basket aujourd'hui? Fan numéro 1.
The Dean was a big fan of the Gumboldt Moonbeams. And not just because his son was a prominent figure on the team.
Well, a bench warmer anyway.
For the Dean, being covered in plant life was not unusual. His work as a botanist was renowned.
Looks like you're carrying some extra baggage today, Mr. Strasberry.
Well, I do have a lot on my mind.
I was referring to your legs.
Oh, thank you. I have been doing my daily calisthenics.
No, I mean the sticky stuff on your pants.
What? Oh! Hitchhikers. I've been working on a new orchid hybrid in my greenhouse. They're beautiful, but the leaves are quite clingy. I will say, I am looking forward to spending more time in the dirt.
Il manque. Note. Écriture tremblante. Désordre inhabituel. Beaucoup de modifications, doute de
A
soi.
bundle of note cards poked out of the Dean's pocket.
What's he keeping so close to his chest?
Re
You're making
JPPJ.
a lot of notes, Mr. Strasberry.
Oh, I was intending to make a speech on Saturday.
Why
D'accord.
have you scratched out so much of it?
Your mother suggested I keep it short. And quite right, too.
Ah, donc vraiment, ma mère vous aide à faire...
I must have rewritten it 20 times by now. I just can't seem to find the right words. So, what do you think, Jenny? Can you guess what I had for breakfast?
Alors, qu'est-ce que vous avez mangé? Alors, il y a une sorte de sucre en poudre, de la confiture.
Mr. Strasberry, I've got everything I need to solve this mystery.
Alors, qu'est-ce que le doyen a mangé au petit déjeuner? Et en même temps, il a une cuillère, c'est vrai. Il y a une grosse tache de confiture rouge sur le bouton de la chemise et la cuillère n'est pas... Mais en même temps, le nœud papillon avait du sucre en poudre. Est-ce que je prends la cuillère? Est-ce que je prends le bouton de chemise? Je prends le nœud papillon et le bouton de chemise. Allez, c'est parti. Certainement sérieux. Mélanger à café, pâtisserie.
Jam on his shirt and powdered sugar on his tie. The evidence points strongly to the dean's breakfast consisting of 1, maybe 2 donuts.
Tartine café. Et pourrais-je dire
What else
d'autres?
can I tell about the dean's morning?
Que pourrais-je dire d'autre de la matinée du doyen? La montre... Rayon de lune. Ont un match ce week-end. Bah 3 trucs, donc en soi, toc, toc, toc. Non, ça ne marche pas.
That doesn't quite add up. Let me give this some more thought.
Cuillère plus montre. Voilà.
That's not right. Back to the drawing board. Nope, that's not what I meant. Let me try that again. The demon neglected to wind his pocket watch, the act of a distracted man. This resulted in his whole routine being thrown off, which might explain why he has a spoon in his pocket instead of a pen. You had a donut for breakfast.
Yes?
I'm guessing...
La fraise aux framboises.
strawberry.
How did you know?
Elle dit strawberry, on est d'accord que c'est framboise, strawberry.
That part was easy. You always have donuts for breakfast. But something else caught my attention.
Oh?
I think you have something on your mind, Mr. Strasberry. You are usually a picture of precision and punctuality. But today, there's a spoon in your pocket and your shirt button is undone.
My, you really are a LeClue. Your father would be so proud.
Thanks. Well, I should be going. I'm meeting your son by the lake.
And I'm meeting your mother in the library. What a small world this is.
Too small.
A perfectly small world with everything in its right place.
Who would want to change that?
Pardon?
Nothing. See you on Saturday.
Oh, yes. Until we meet again, Jenny LeClue.
Well, that's not creepy at all.
In her short time as a detective, Jenny had learned never to ignore a ringing phone.
Ah, peut-être enfin un vrai truc inquiétant.
Hello.
The dog barks loudest before the dawn.
Les chiens aboient toujours plus fort à l'aube. Hein?
CJ, is that you?
The dog barks loudest before the dawn.
Really? This again? It's me, Jenny. We don't need to do this.
I have no idea who you are, and I know no one by that name. The dog barks loudest before the dawn.
Fine. The early bird can't catch the lazy worm.
Y a quoi? La dernière, il y a un mois. Oui, tu peux enlever les requêtes, excuse-moi.
Good. The wind blows strongly from the east.
A watched pot feels very self-conscious.
Excellent. The evening sky is full of fireflies.
The absent-minded goldfish swims into the blender.
Aha! Jenny, it is you!
Of course it is!
I need to meet with you right away.
Okay. Where do you want to meet?
This place will do.
C'est juste à côté. Ok, d'accord. CG, amateur de théorie du complot, passage régulier en prison pour ses emportements en public.
CJ was mad, even dangerous.
CG était fou, même dangereux, conscience de la réalité discutable. Amateur de théorie du complot. Passage régulier en prison pour ses emportements en public.
He's not dangerous. He just doesn't accept things at face value. Sure, he's a bit fixated on extraterrestrials, but at least he's passionate about something.
CJ and Jenny certainly indulged each other's obsessions. But most of all, CJ treated Jenny like a colleague.
And not a little kid. CJ, why did we go through all that if you're right here?
Can't be too careful.
Avec,
Sure you weren't followed.
avec la petite montre qui est accrochée où il y a marqué « Je les ai vus !» Je les ai vus, je vous dis.
Who would be following me?
Shh. This place is compromised. We don't have long to talk.
Mais enfin, Doc. On dirait Doc dans Retour vers le futur, mais beaucoup plus fou, quoi.
Now, what did you want to talk to me about?
What? You called me.
Did I? Why?
Talking to CJ was a bit like navigating a maze. You had a rough idea of where you were headed, but you couldn't be sure you'd ever get there.
I'll help you figure it out.
Interrogation de CG. Qu'est-ce qu'on peut trouver comme preuve? Bah déjà... Non. Ah, c'est pas une montre, c'est une boussole. Caché au grand jour, symbole étrange, verre ébréché, aiguille perdue.
I knew he was hiding something. A compass with strange symbols where the cardinal direction should be. Looks broken. Where did you get that compass?
Ah, you spotted it. I knew you would. It belonged to my father. He left it to me to find the truth.
You're not gonna find anything with that. The needle is wandering all over the place, a bit like you.
It's searching
For what?
for them. It's this town, Jenny. It's Arthurton. They're here, among us, and this proves it.
Or it could just be broken.
Could be. I guess we'll never know.
Dit son regard, vide d'âme. Cherchez. Non, y'a rien. Quel anniversaire? Quel âge a CG? Est-ce que... Et que veut dire CG?
Is it your birthday, CJ?
Birthday? Whose birthday? Kingston's birthday. But Kingston died on his birthday. Assassination? Possibly. Abduction? Almost certainly.
CJ, the card?
Oh, this. It's for you. Impossible shot. Died instantly.
Joyeux anniversaire et mes condoléances pour votre père.
No suspects. No human suspects, anyway.
Thanks, CJ. That's, thoughtful. I didn't think you'd remember.
I know what it's like to lose something important to you. Now triple shred and incinerate that card as soon as possible!
Du calme.
It's got my fingerprints all over it!
Les aliens sont autour de nous. Ils sont avec nous. Chaussettes bien rangées, pas une bonne cachette.
What's that sticking out of your sock?
Ah! That's what I wanted to talk to you about. I intercepted a secret message. Classified intel. It's proof, Jenny. It's happening again. It's time for us to join the fight.
Les extraterrestres sont parmi nous.
Like the kind of pamphlet he usually makes.
Ça ne ressemble pas au genre de trek qu'il fait habituellement. Ils viennent pour prendre vos animaux de compagnie. Êtes-vous prêts? Répondez-vous à l'appel. Orphée! Féfé!
It's been professionally printed.
Des bisous, Péverte. Bonne dégustation.
Could CJ finally be onto something?
Retournez. Ah, rejoignez les cadets de l'espace aujourd'hui.
It's just part of a cereal box.
Ah, c'est un morceau de boîte de céréales, ok.
A cereal box from another space-time continuum?
Oui, bien sûr.
Just a regular cereal box. It's an ad for a toy.
But why? Why would it just be lying there in the trash?
Parfait. Viens là. Les extraterrestres vont t'allonger.
CJ, there are still great mysteries out there to solve. But this isn't one of them. So what's the plan now?
Library. Research. Very important. Very hush-hush.
Très chut-chut. Très chut-chut.
They let you back in?
Not yet. But I've got this hat now.
Ah.
It wasn't your head that needed covering.
No, for disguise.
I know, CJ. What is it this time? More UFOs? Radio wave mind control? A globally connected communication network used exclusively to view pictures of cats?
Jenny, you sound crazy. I'm just preparing my defense for the hearing.
Is this because you tried to hypnotize Mrs. Brown's prize poodle?
No, that was last week. It's because I peed in the water tower.
Ah, ça c'est con.
CJ, that's gross.
And this is the thanks I get for saving everyone from the mind control chemicals?
Well, I guess I'll see you later then.
CJ was gone.
CJ, I know you're standing behind the phone booth. I just watched you walk over there.
No, I'm not.
Okay then, bye.
See you later.
Doyen Strasberry, CJ, comportement excentrique comme d'habitude. Que veut dire CJ d'ailleurs? Code secret. Je suis inventrice. C'est ça. Pour l'instant, par rapport à mes décisions, je suis inventrice, réaliste, logique, improvisatrice. Créative, pratique, originale, vous adorez résoudre les problèmes, même si vous devez vous salir les mains, vous surmontez presque tous les dangers, mais vous prenez souvent des risques sans penser au...
Hey!
Ah! Damn, that's the third time today.
Oops.
Hi, Jenny. Great job solving that case today. It's really cute the way that you and your mom work together. I wish I was that close with my parent.
Enough chit-chat. Got anything new for me?
Oh, yes. This is the real deal. Hot, I haven't had a chance to distribute these yet, so keep them to yourself.
Ada and Jenny belonged to one of the oldest societies in Arthurton. An eclectic band of treasure hunters, collectors, creators, and dealers. Together, they were known as... Sticker Club!
Ok, d'accord.
For generations, Gumboldt students had been hiding and finding stickers all over town. Officially, Jenny was too young to join. But she'd found so many stickers on her own that they'd made her an honorary member.
Let's see. Nice crisp edges, rich colors. Very tacky.
Thanks. I spent all week making these.
If only you spend as much time in your schoolwork, you might not be failing my mom's class.
Jenny thought to herself.
Le Collective Club.
It's to celebrate the dean's retirement. I'm super sad that he's leaving, but...
It's a perfect reason to make new stickers.
Exactly. Oh, we're going on an epic sticker hunt before the dean's party. You should join us.
Even if Jenny had wanted to join them,
And I don't.
she knew she'd be stuck with her cousin all weekend.
Thanks, but I work alone.
Oh, okay. See you around, Jenny.
J'ai pas encore vu Coraline, ça fait partie des trucs que j'ai envie de voir, mais... Pas vu. Doyen Strasberry, on va décorer, on va mettre sa tête. Ça fait partie des films que j'ai envie de voir Coraline, mais après j'ai pas baigné dedans parce qu'il me semble que c'est il y a un livre, de livre.
Lake Nowhere, 1 mile.
Lac nulle part, ok.
Stop! Perfect. Hold it right there. Okay, let her go.
Let it go! Let it go! Mauvais présage.
Oh dear.
That was ominous.
Detective for hire. Jenny had saved up the whole summer to place an ad in the local paper, but no one had answered it. Until now. What could this new case be? Her imagination ran wild, picturing the possibilities. And so, after helping her mum at Gumboldt College, she hurried to the pier at Lake Nowhere to rendezvous with her new client and crack another thrilling case.
Oh, c'est classe. Alors que Jenny approchait de la lisière du bois, elle entendit un bruit étrange, et soudain...
What the?
Hey, kid! Watch where you're going!
Hey, screw you! Your wrench nearly cracked my head open.
Oh no! It's not damaged, is it? That's my lucky wrench.
Yeah, lucky it didn't kill me. When's this upgrade gonna be finished anyway?
Look, kid, I just go where they tell me. Every night another power surge. Every morning another part of the grid frying. And I'm out here fixing it. Do I get any thanks? No.
What's causing all the outages?
At the moment, a little red-headed girl. Now throw me my wrench, kid.
Fine. I've got bigger fish to fry.
Thanks, kid.
As Jenny stepped out of the dark forest, she saw warm sunlight reflecting off the cool lake. And next to that, something even cooler. Keith Stroudsbury.
Come on, Keith! Dance like you beat it!
Not so much grinding.
Oh, Keith, what are you doing?
Not everyone saw it, but to Jenny, there was something special about Keith.
He's just happy being himself.
Nothing seemed to bother him.
Not even having to dance in a costume for $1 an hour.
But Jenny was not so laid back.
Not when it comes to standing up for a friend.
Especially her only friend.
I can't leave him like that. I think there's been enough dancing for one day, don't you?
Hey, Jenny.
Hello, Susan.
Actually, I prefer Susie.
Busy laughing while others earn a living, Susan? Not everyone's got your dad's money, I guess.
Jenny, hi!
A plus JPPJ. Steve Strasberry, le fils du doyen Strasberry, éternel remplacement dans l'équipe.
With intense, mysterious eyes. Cool should have been his middle name, instead of Tarquin. But Keith was so cool, he didn't even mind.
Give me 1 minute. I'm just finishing my...
Sure. Don't let me interrupt your work.
My shift ends...
In 15 minutes, I know. I'm early. I'm meeting a client over at the dock. Paid case. Could be big. Real big. Couldn't be as big as her head.
Wow, that's really...
Impressive? Maybe. All I care about is keeping this town crime-free.
The only crime here is that haircut.
Back in a minute, Keith. I'll have the usual. Six sugars, a splash of milk, and a dash of cinnamon.
You got it.
How about now?
Move it to the left a bit.
What's he doing up there?
Not now, kid. We're busy.
Any better?
No, keep going.
Now?
Yes, it's working.
That's what all the fuss is about?
Not this guy again.
What is that?
Whatever it is, it's not my music. Maybe it's
Jazz?
Shh! I'm trying to listen.
You shush. I'm the DJ. I'm in charge.
When's this party getting started?
Just a few more minutes.
How are we supposed to dance to this?
I think we're losing them.
Another station must be interfering with the signal.
But there aren't any other stations in Arthurton. Wait! All these wires must be acting as a giant antenna.
Jenny listened closely to the mysterious transmission. It was like no other radio broadcast she'd heard before.
Hold it steady!
Sorry, I'm trying.
That's just getting worse. You might as well...
No, wait! I can almost make out what they're saying.
But just like that, the sound faded away.
What did you do?
That's no use. Come on. We gotta get this equipment back to the AV department by 6.
Jenny was so lost in contemplation, she'd almost forgotten the case at
My
hand.
client. I'm supposed to meet her at the dock.
Ok.
Danger. No swimming. Sounds safe. Lake Nowhere. Totally safe and pollution-free. How do I get this ladder down? Arthurtonian workmanship at its finest. Still stuck.
Aha! Got you this time, you slippery fella.
No.
Oh, shucks. Just another boot.
Bah, la remets pas l'eau.
Excuse me, Mr. Humdrum.
Oh my, if it isn't little Jenny LeClue. What a glorious day, don't you think?
As far as Jenny was concerned, small talk was like a second pair of underpants. Uncomfortable and completely unnecessary.
But Mom always says, create a good rapport and they'll reveal everything to you.
So she gave it a shot.
How's the fishing?
Oh, the fishing's great. But the catching is bad. All I'm getting are old boots and strange bits of metal. But just look out there, Jenny. She's got that wonderful afternoon glow.
No one knew why the lake glowed at night. And few were brave enough to swim its murky waters. What lay beneath its depths was the stuff of myth and legend.
Somewhere out there lies the giant red herring, or so they say.
But no one's ever caught one. Sounds fishy to me.
Well, if she's out there, I'll catch her.
Great. Well, now that we have a good rapport, where can I find Mrs. Humdrum?
Well, she's down there on the ridge.
Only one problem. I think the ladder is broken.
Ah, yes. There's a knack to it. First you shake it, then you kick it, and then you push it.
Sounds unnecessarily complicated.
I'll join you down there in a bit. Just have to sort my tackle out.
Alors d'abord la secouer. Mettre un coup de pied. Et la pousser.
Aha! That did the trick. Mrs. Humdrum, I presume?
Oh, hello! You?
I'm the private detective you contacted. The code word is Purple Panda. I'm here to solve your case.
Who is it, Dan?
It's Jenny, dear, the LeClue girl. She doesn't see so well without her glasses.
Oh, hello, Jenny. I'm afraid I don't see so well without my glasses.
Nothing wrong with her hearing, though.
What did she say?
I said there's nothing wrong with your hearing, dear.
Oh, no, thank you. I've already eaten.
I believe you have a case for me?
We do. We do.
Great. So what's the trouble? Haunted by the ghost of a former lover? Worried you're being poisoned by a mad uncle? Something so dark and gruesome I can't even begin to imagine the horror?
Well, I've lost my reading glasses.
M'en doutais.
Oh.
And there it was. A real case. A confounding mystery to challenge Jenny's brilliant mind.
I thought this was finally going to be a good one.
What do you think, Jenny? Can you help?
Sure, Mr. Humdrum. I'm gonna need to ask you a few questions.
Les lunettes disparues. Coiffure de prix. Plus de 1m80.
It's freshly blow-dried. A professional job. Your hair looks lovely today, Mrs. Humdrum. Is that a new style?
Thank you. I had it done yesterday. Dan didn't notice. They call it the Queen's Coif.
Well, it's certainly big.
And expensive.
But I'm worth it, Dan.
Who could put a price on that beautiful head of...
You're not so bad yourself, hot stuff.
Gross.
I've never been interrogated before. This is such fun.
C'est disparu, vous voulez?
Jenny recognized the distinctive indentations left behind by a pair of spectacles.
She must have been wearing them recently. You still have marks from your glasses on the bridge of your nose. You probably lost them within the last day or two.
Oh, I never would have thought of that.
When do you last remember wearing them?
I'm really not sure. Damp?
You had him at your Tuesday book club.
Oh, yes. We're reading 50 Shady Graves.
50 nuances des gris, oui, bien sûr.
You really are very good.
The best.
How long have you been solving mysteries? But
I'll ask the questions, thank you.
Prise de risque.
Jenny had often snuck through the hole in the fence at Grubman's to watch the races. She could understand why the dogs ran so hard. They were chasing the promise of food. What the adults were chasing was less relatable.
I notice you're a gambler, Mrs. Humdrum. You've been at the Greyhound races.
That was yesterday.
we always go to Grubman's on Wednesday.
Interesting.
What's next? Fingerprints? Oh, polygraph test? It's like you're reading my mind.
Grossissement x30. Vision nos réparer.
Do you often carry a pair of binoculars?
She doesn't go anywhere without him.
I presume you don't wear your glasses when you use the binoculars.
No, I can't get my eyes close enough to the eye cups.
I see. Did you take your binoculars with you to the races?
Of course. Those critters are so tiny I can't keep up without my binoculars.
Interesting.
Have you figured it out yet? The suspense is killing me.
Technique de mélange avancée, belle utilisation de couleurs, bleu, forte odeur de TB.
I expect you're finding it difficult to paint without your glasses.
Oh no, I never wear them when I paint. I like to feel the canvas, to interpret the colors.
She's an incredible painter. You should have her paint you.
Thanks, but I don't mix business with pleasure.
I feel like you know more about me than I do.
Accroché à quelque chose.
That's a large hole. She must have caught it on something.
Ah, elle a dû mettre ses lunettes dedans et ça a dû tomber.
Did you have trouble climbing down the ladder, Mrs. Humdrum?
Why, yes, I did. How on earth did you know?
There's a tear in your pants pocket.
Well, what do you know? I didn't realize these pants even had pockets.
Ah.
You are so thorough. Any more questions?
I think I have everything I need to wrap this one up.
Merci.
Where are Gail's glasses?
Ça peut pas être... Ces lunettes ne peuvent pas être dans la poche parce qu'elle vient de dire qu'elle savait pas où était, qu'elle avait les poches. Par contre, on a fait de la... Elle pourrait mettre dans ses cheveux, relever ses... Ouais.
No, that's not it. I'm missing something. Gail was at the races last night. She had to remove her glasses to use the binoculars. Gail also had her hair cut recently. It's fluffy and big, and could easily hide a small object.
Ouais.
Solving a complex mystery like the case of the missing glasses was tough work. But now came the most satisfying part, delivering the dramatic denouement.
Let's review the facts. 1. Not only do you love your binoculars, you've come to depend on them for bird watching. Greyhound watching. Basically, anything far away watching.
That's true.
I immediately sensed that the two optical devices, your binoculars and glasses, were incompatible. Thus, to use one, you had to remove the other.
Fascinating.
Fact 2. Yesterday, you changed your hairstyle.
I did.
Though fun, it was also impractical, and so tall that it could easily conceal a small object.
I see where this is going.
Please, don't interrupt. After much research, deliberation, and debate, I've concluded there is only one place the missing glasses could be. They've been on your head the whole time.
Oh, so they are. Right there on top of my head.
Incredible! What?
They're always in the last place you look, aren't they?
A master detective in the making.
What would we have done without you?
Gail, don't forget to pay the girl.
Oh, of course, silly me. You must be rewarded generously for all your hard work.
Juste une pièce, bah super.
Don't spend it all in one place.
Thanks. I'll do my best.
Oh, on a failli tomber.
Are you ready, Keith?
Wow, what an amazing detective.
Glasses on her head. Who could have guessed? Oh, you heard.
Whatever would we do without Master Investigator Jenny LeClue?
I thought it was pretty cool, Jenny.
And a whole nickel! You must be so excited.
5 cents.
Yeah, that's more than her mom makes in a month.
Come on, guys. Let's all just...
Hey, Jenny, my grandma called. She wants her sweater back.
Oh, how wonderful it was to joke around with friends.
I've had enough of this.
Froissé. Belle chaussure. Oh, elle porte toujours ça. C'est sur son visage. Être méchante ou être très méchante.
Skirt ironed but unevenly. The work of a distracted housewife. Brand new, hideously overpriced shoes. Overcompensating father. Your dad's sleeping with Deborah's mom again, isn't he?
What? No! How do you... Shut up, Jenny! You don't know anything!
Wow, Jenny, that was cruel.
Who even says something like that?
Aw, don't cry, Veronica.
She's just a weirdo nobody!
Jenny, let who?
And the case of the missing friends!
Yeah, good one, Veronica. Come on, let's get you home. Are you coming, Susie?
Thanks for the coffee, Keith. And the extra sugar.
Of course. It's...
Nothing special at all, and the same thing he does for everyone.
Oh, okay. See you around, Keith.
Well, that went well. Shall we?
Yeah. I've got no customers now anyway.
Nothing exciting ever happens here. I'm so tired of these simple cases. Ugh. How am I supposed to become a real detective if there are no real crimes to solve?
You help that old lady? Darn.
Thanks, Keith. But it was stupid, and everyone knew it, including your girlfriend.
She's not my...
And you really mustn't let them treat you like that. You should stick up for yourself.
They don't mean anything.
Sometimes you just gotta speak up and say how you feel.
Well,
You can't just let people walk all over you, Keith.
Okay.
It doesn't matter anyway. Nothing's gonna change. Not in this ghost town.
It's not so bad.
Don't you ever wonder what it would be like to live somewhere else?
Oh, not really.
Who am I kidding? There is nowhere else. Not for miles.
Oh, shucks.
I see practice is going well. Is your dad still pressuring you to play?
Well...
Come on, Keith. You hate basketball. And tough love, but you're the worst player on the team.
Not the worst.
Well, on the bench anyway. Why don't you just tell him you don't want to play anymore?
It's a Strawberry tradition.
That's my point, Keith. This whole town is dead, stuck in the past. Everyone is just doing what they're told without questioning why. Where's the ambition, the sense of adventure?
Are we still talking about basketball? How's your mom?
She seems distracted. Normally, she's so focused on her job. I mean, it's understandable. It's been almost a year since... And now she's planning to go away for the weekend. And she still won't tell me why.
Yeah?
She was definitely acting weird earlier.
Maybe she's lonely?
You know what? You're right.
I am?
She shouldn't be alone right now. Actually, your dad told me they were meeting in the library. We're going to need supplies. 2 of Mr. Bean's finest, please. To go, of course. Here is my payment in full.
That's a nickel.
Put the rest on my tab? Thanks for the pep talk, Keith. You always know what to say to make me feel better.
Last stone. You want it?
You take it. You need to practice.
Here goes nothing.
Three-pointer! Nice one, Keith. Maybe your luck's finally changing.